Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Crypto Tiger back in the building with another video. I appreciate each and every one of you for tuning in, unless you're a hater or you're a scammer or you're a futter of your own bag. You suck, fool. Focus on positivity and always remember, nothing in this video that you hear or see is financial advice. Please do your own research and make your own decisions. And Pulsechain people, make sure you follow me. I am the Crypto Tiger on X. Got my check mark. Yeah, I pay about $8 a month. I think that's what it is. But at Crypto T385. That's what I'm talking about, man. I really DJing out here. And yes, pTGC will be the GOAT crypto token of all time, man. So, yo, let's jump straight into it. Pulsechain, folks. I love talking about pTGC. Let's jump straight to it. This is awesome. Looking at the chart right here, we are down in pTGC 25% over 4 days. So when you see charts move this explosively, like right here, you need things to cool off. And so this is a great sign right now for us to turn around and start playing in this area and then potentially go back up. That is what I predict to happen. And if you ever want to know any information about the Grays currency, I'm talking about pTGC, please follow the Prairie Banana on YouTube, on X as well, the Grays 369 as well. They all the Prayer Banana always has these videos that he hosts, and it's like every day or every other day where him and the project dev, the owner Zen, they come on these videos, man, and they answer all the questions that people put in the chat. And then all these videos are super informative when it comes to talking about what is great about the Grays currency, what are the functions of the Grays currency, you know, the tokens value that it generates every day, all the tokenomics, like how many tokens are being burned every day, you know, the DAO, how much it has collected over the past month, just all these bullish stats. Please go to the Prairie Bananas YouTube channel or account on X. Select this live tab right here and you can watch these videos, because sometimes it takes you, you know, a little bit longer to grasp all the information about the Grays. But when it's all said and done, I'm not playing. pTGC will be the GOAT. I expect it to be in the top 5 of crypto over the next 4 to 6 years. That is my personal opinion. Do your own research. That is not financial advice. And, you know, with that said, I'm also a big believer in Richard Hart's tokens. I like PLS. I like PLSX. I like Hex. You know, I'm a big Teddy guy. I'm a big Most guy. I know Teddy's not, you know, Richard Hart's token, but I love Teddy. Okay. But, you know, Most, that is more than likely a token that he launched on Pump.Tires. And so I am a big fan of Richard Hart. And so I'm a big believer in Pulsechain. But at the end of the day, Richard Hart is not coming to save me. He's not coming to save you. And so you need to work for your own bags. And anybody who has been following Pulsechain for, I mean, a month or longer, Pulsechain's been out for almost 2.5 years now. You already know that pTGC is the highest performing asset on that blockchain. Okay, so when Pulsechain goes, pTGC will fly. And you know, pTGC works with Richard Hart's tickers to bring them up at the same time. They all go down together, which is what you're seeing right here. It's a great opportunity. And no, I'm not paying for the paid version of TradingView. So, you know, Mr. Mediocre TA, that's not what I do. But anyway, when I talk about working for your own bags and not worrying about Richard Hart coming and pumping the chain, people use Pappy, you know, .app. They come here and, you know, they want to see, man, if Richard Hart puts in the SAC funds and, you know, what if Ethereum goes to $8,000 and he puts in all this, you know, the prices of Okay, first off, if you do any of these calculations, okay, what I would personally do is select that settings button and take this sell pressure right here. For hex, you can take this sell pressure to about 90%. All right. And you think I'm being funny, but I'm just saying the numbers that this price appreciation simulator comes up with, you need to know that people are 90% of those tokens are going to get dumped. All right. That's just going to happen. And so for PLSX, there was a sacrifice for PLSX. So I'm going to say about 89%. Okay. And PLS, wasn't there a sacrifice for Pulsechain? So I'm going to say about 80, let's go 90%. Because this sacrifice was before PLSX. So these people are really going to dump on your head. And Ink, you definitely getting your head dumped on. So I'm going to say about maybe 95% of Ink's going to be dumped. I'm trying, these are jokes, guys, right? But I just want people to be realistic. And I think that when you come here and you're expecting like hundreds of millions of dollars to be injected into the blockchain by one individual, I just don't have that expectation. And so for me personally, I would rather look at the charts on Pulsechain and see which assets are the highest performing and just stick to those. Okay, that's all I'm doing. Okay, I hold pTGC, I stake it, and so I'm earning a lot of the tokens just by holding it, or it's basically reflections. It's not reflections. Go to Prairie Bananas YouTube channel and check that out to get all the right information on pTGC. But anyway, my point is, I am not relying on one person to pump my bags. Okay, so I love pTGC. I love all the RH tickers. I feel like I'm doing the right thing. I'm being a genius if I'm right. I'm being a genius if I'm wrong. Okay, and if you're gonna take risk, do it the right way, in my personal opinion. So, let's all win together, but let's not ever expect anything from Richard Hart or the OA of Pulsechain. Okay, like we knew that coming in from sacrificing for Pulsechain and sacrificing for PulseX. So, all right, now that I got that out the way, pTGC is going to be awesome. PLSX is going to be awesome. But right now, what I am seeing with my mediocre TA, I'm checking out this Bitcoin dominance, man. And when I look at the weekly, I'm just a guy who just draws lines. Okay, I don't have, channels and wedges and triangles and all that other old stupid shit. Like, I'm not that guy. Like, I'm Mr. Mediocre TA. But just drawing these lines right here, I mean, we're looking at, is this resistance or support? Like, it looks like it's become support. That is, this is the weekly channel. It's not a weekly channel, but weekly chart. If I go over to the daily, I mean, you got a real hard bounce off this line right here. Let me take off auto so I can actually move this chart. But man, this is crazy. So for over a year, I have believed that we are going to see this BTC dominance, BTC.D, hits around about 72%, just because it's a line. And I just expected it to hit this line, because once it went past this 60.66 line here, I'm like, man, I don't think there's any stopping it. Right around this area here, let me zoom in. We had a nice drop here where it faked people out, but then continued to climb. Now it's coming back down, and it looks like this is support for me. So I would not be surprised. Okay, I would not be surprised if we came back up here till the end of the year and then came down and alt season begun at the end of the year. I am obviously not somebody you would come to for TA. So what I'm saying could be completely wrong. But like I said, I'm just looking at the lines, man. I mean, these are all magnets. And so when I see these candles right here, like I need to be more convinced that this is not support, because right now it looks like support to me. And remember, the week is not over. So this could come back down hard tomorrow. Something could happen. We'll see. But, prepare for everything. We have marketing coming out with Pulsechain. And as a matter of fact, we can go to that right now. Let's talk about Richard Hart and what he's got going on. So RH has been posting, and I really appreciate everything that he's doing for the community right now. About 24 hours ago, he told everybody to update their Apple devices. There's an issue with Mac OS and iOS and iPad OS, so go ahead and get all your Apple devices updated. If you didn't see that tweet, he's tweeting cool about the prices of his assets going up over 30 days. And then what I really want to talk about is the marketing aspect. So I'm not relying on Richard Hart, and you shouldn't either. But I mean, he's telling everybody, like, hey, things are about to pop off. Okay, when Richard Hart starts talking like this and he starts chilling properly, I'm listening. Okay, I'm paying attention. All right, and I'm not gonna read this tweet. You can go follow Richard Hart, and you don't have to follow him, but just check this tweet out yourself. But he's talking about things are about to pop off. Okay, dry powder ready to explode. The weak hands shaking out violently. The match is nearly struck. Be ready for greatness. I mean, come on, y'all. Like, I'm saying, I'm not relying on him to pump the chain, but as far as marketing, we do know that the first container full of about 200,000 free electronic devices are going to arrive in the U.S. very soon. So within the next 3 weeks, hopefully. And then they're going to get mailed out to people in the U.S. And our Pulsechain marketing is really going to kick off. Now, how successful this marketing is going to be, I have no idea. Richard Hart is a marketing expert. He is mentioned in his tweets earlier. He's like, guys, I try to tell y'all, why would I come on, X and start marketing when I'm basically just another crypto token in a marketing channel that's saturated? Why don't we have marketing that is completely different from all other cryptos, something that hits people's mailboxes actually and has an electronic device inside of it? So I am very interested to see how people are going to react to this. And I'm expecting green candles, but as you see in crypto and as you see in Pulsechain, whenever you get green candles, these red candles come out just as hard. Okay. So what goes up must come down, because people taking profit, and I suggest you take profit too. But it is what it is. To come up with a plan, and whether alt season is going to happen right now, or whether it happens at the end of the year and my mediocre TA is correct. Prepare for anything, and don't make sure you're not going to round trip your cycle. So what is Tiger doing? What is Crypto Tiger doing? I'm not trading. I'm not going out and looking for any new tokens on Ethereum, on Solana. I follow B Roots. I have a subscription there, and so if he recommends some tokens, I'll get into those. But everybody is not everybody. Scammers are abundant right now. Okay, the market's going up, and so you're gonna see scammers coming out the woodworks. It's nothing new, but I want to hold on to my tokens. All right, and the best way I can do that is by not getting into anything else. Is by not connecting my wallet to sites that I don't trust, and being smart about it. Anybody who's been in Pulsechain, anybody who's been following Richard Hart for the past 4 or 5 years plus, You all know, not your keys, not your crypto. Don't go out here and get yourself wrecked right around the time that this man is bull posting saying that the match is nearly struck. Be smart, okay? Stay bullish on Pulsechain. Stay positive. You know, make sure you follow me on X. I'm at the Crypto Tiger at CryptoT385. Make sure you follow B Roots and the Crypto Kings. Make sure you go follow the Prairie Banana. Make sure you follow the Grays 369. Man, we are all in this thing together. We are all going to win, except all you scammers and all you fudders of your own bag. You suck. The rest of y'all, I love you. Thank you for tuning in. I'll see you in the next video.